love over here. Give me that. You guys see me? We're playing around with different phones to make it work.
Oh, this is weird. Which one is live?
I'm live.
But I'm live.
But no. I'm here.
Can you guys see us? Because this is the weirdest thing ever. So,
see? Grabbing wine for the wait. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is surreal.
I'm stepping out of the camera. Who do you see? Do you see Chris or do you see me?
Who do you guys see in the chat right now?
Skipper Bob, who do you see?
Hey, Jen.
All right, so you guys see Chris?
So here's the weird thing. We were like actually underneath Spaceship Earth, ready to say hello to you guys right at 6 o'clock. But the Wi-Fi was not making any connection whatsoever.
Well, but then we dropped Wi-Fi.
So we turned the Wi-Fi off, and then it would not connect. Even though I have full signal, it was not letting me make any connection. So we kept walking, thinking maybe if we get to a different area, maybe we get to a different Wi-Fi system. But then, so we were trying it with hers, we're trying it with mine. We both connected at the same time. So it's a little weird.
Very odd.
So, but you guys can see us now, right? All right, if you can see us, how many
Yes.
people do you see?
They say they see Chris.
Do you see 4 of us? Because there's 4 of us here tonight.
There's, well,
We've got one over here, here, and you got one on my shoulder. All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining us here at EPCOT. Finally, we've been trying since, wow, it's been like 7 minutes. We've been trying to keep up with connectivity. Something weird is going on with the Wi-Fi tonight. So I just completely turned it off altogether.
I'm thinking it has something to do with that space over there by Spaceship Earth. I think they have something that kills signal entirely because we turned off Wi-Fi, but it's had
It was, I could not, we had nothing on our phones whatsoever.
And it still wasn't, yeah.
So it was very, very odd. And here's the weird thing. We're on 2 different connections.
I'm on Spectrum and he's on
AT&T, and neither one of us could make any connections whatsoever.
Yeah, they use different.
I think it has something to do with the Thunderbirds that flew over Spaceship Earth yesterday.
Sure, I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. So, Jen says, hi, Liberty.
Hi, Jen.
What are you dressed up as tonight?
I'm a deer.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
It's an endearing costume.
Oh, dear. It is an endearing costume. Hi, Eric. Eric's excited because he's wanting to know whether or not the macaron ears are still in stock.
Oh.
Which ears are you referring to there, Eric?
Is it these?
Like these?
These lovely ears right here.
That was a crazy last minute thing that happened.
Yep. That was walking in and oh my gosh, they have them. I shall buy them right now.
It was a last minute craziness. Yes,
They're really cute.
I bet Steph does. We'll have to see if they have any still in there tonight. Taylor says she loves the ears. They're very delicious ears.
Yep.
Actually, don't taste test them. Just take our word for it.
They're heavy.
So
They are very heavy.
Jen says 3 in a Remy. All right, that's what we're looking for. 3 in a Remy. That is the oddest thing, guys. I was like, oh no, don't tell me we can't stream at all. So it is just so weird to not be able to have a stream. But luckily we walked far enough to get into something else because it would have been rough. Exactly. So Jen, yes, there is a birthday button on our deer over there. Her official birthday is coming up this weekend. But we had to stop by guest services today and they just happened to ask.
Somebody forgot their magic band.
Somebody forgot their magic band. We're not going to say who.
We're not going to say.
I'm not going to say who. It was probably either me or Susan or Liberty. I don't know which one, but one of us forgot our magic bands. So they asked if she would like to have a birthday button. So
we had to verify all of her information, including her date of birth, and they're like, oh, it's her birthday in 2 days. Let's give her a birthday button.
it's so weird, guys. So tonight, I keep hearing noises off to the side. Like I kept hearing some stuff over by Spaceship Earth, and then we were walking by. I kept hearing these noises, and every time I hear a noise, my gut reaction is that it's a monorail.
Yes.
And I keep looking up because it has been. No, that's that's a helicopter over there in the far distance.
Maybe it was like construction.
I think it was some other stuff going on in the background, but I still, every time I go looking for those noises, I keep thinking that eventually a monorail is going to be running. There's no reason to run monorails right now. There's no park hopping. So, but it's right now the tracks are just kind of empty. I'm hoping that maybe at the first of the year.
When we got on the resort monorail the other day, they were asking every single person as they boarded what their destination was. They wanted to make sure that if you were headed towards EPCOT, you were not getting on the monorail because you could not.
Yeah, it's true. We
That
could.
was their sole purpose for asking.
Was to making sure nobody was trying to get to Epcot from the TTC. So, oh wow, I smell. What's that? I smell. What is that? I smell. Well, I smell waffles. That's a waffle smell. You smell that waffles? There's some delicious smelling waffles.
The waffle fairy was here.
Oh my goodness! So the waffle,
Foster waffle.
the waffle area is now open. What do we have? We have waffles. We have banana Foster's waffle, chicken and waffle. It's served with bacon and onion jam, sriracha maple syrup.
Huh? You don't think that sounds good? She says no. And I can't have it, so.
That might be something we need to try. I don't know if we'll try that right now. I know, Jen, chicken and waffle. Now, Mr. Eric made a comment here that he hopes you like certain objects. I'm not going to tell you what he says in the chat, but he might have something for you as a gift. They're going to be coming later in November. So he says, happy early birthday.
Birthday present for you.
Thank you.
She doesn't know what to do with that information.
Hopefully, maybe it's a chicken and waffle.
Now, we had the Black Widow hard cider the other day, and that was really good.
Which one? The black?
And it had like a cherry flavor, wouldn't you say, to it?
Yeah, I would say so.
It's
The
like a
original Sin
cherry
Brewery
apple.
Black Widow hard cider.
It was good.
We should have got the chicken and waffles. I'm really jonesing on the chicken and waffles now.
Uh-oh.
Wonder what kind of chicken it is. You think it's the chicken?
No.
It could be the chicken.
I seriously doubt it is that chicken.
So good evening, loving this world.
I love this world.
Hope you are having an awesome evening. I'll tell you what, guys, it is. We'll get into the weather here in a second, but this is like
It's been
beautiful
amazing.
weather. So this is amazing. Eric. Oh, Eric has just provided a super chat as another birthday present to Liberty.
Guys, stop being nice. I don't know how to respond.
All right, so here's the deal. Mr. Eric has provided you a super chat. It's just for your birthday for $19.99. So here's the deal. When you find anything you want within that budget tonight, go ahead and get it. That's yours, okay? She's thinking, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, let's see, I'm thinking, let's see, 650 times 3. That's 3 chicken and waffles.
Okay, Dad.
And I might even let you have a bite. Wouldn't that be sweet? I'll let you have a chicken bite. Just a little bitty chicken bite. Little chicken.
You're the best dad, baby.
Oh, thank you so much, Eric. We're looking forward to you guys getting here in November, really. Having some fun because the weather, oh my gosh, the weather tonight is amazing. It is, what is it?
The perfect temperature.
It feels like it's in the
Cold,
60s.
It's not hot. It's
Is it in the 60s?
It will be in the 60s. And right now it's like in the mid-70s.
Mid-70s. This is like perfect weather.
The sun is just dipped below the horizon, so.
I wish we could just request this weather like all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing weather. So yes, Bob, today is, well, Bob says today is prefect, but that, you know, that's pretty good too. That's I mean, you had to be very special to be a prefect over at Hogwarts.
That's true.
Only the special get to be prefects.
Well, mostly the students the Gryffindors that aren't constantly trying to get the other guys in trouble for fun.
Okay, so Jen says that you should use that birthday super chat to get that new Christmas bubble wand, so you can make your own Snoke. She hasn't seen it yet. We'll have to go looking for it. It's a snow wand. It's a new item that just came out for Christmas.
So it's like Florida snow wand?
It's a Florida snow wand. It's Snope.
That can be the Florida version of Elsa. pizza.
Yep, that's true. So, if Mr. Eric's birthday gift didn't embarrass you enough, Miss Stephanie decided to double down. So you now have enough that you could, between the two of them, she also provided you a super chat. So you can basically get anything up to 40 now. You almost have enough to get one of those ski jackets over in the pass holder area. That's crazy. Your mom's wishing she was having a birthday now.
I know, right?
She loves those jackets. So thank you, Stephanie, so much. You guys are awesome.
You guys are the most awesomest people ever.
Really, they are.
You need to stop because it's too nice.
You heard her. You heard her. Stop being nice. Just stop.
Okay, be nice to other people. Just not me.
It's okay.
So Eric and Stephanie, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Remy says hello as well. But
Hi, Remy.
Remy's looking good. We have to get something for Remy to eat tonight, right?
Yeah.
And I think, last time we were here, Megan actually provided you a super chat to get you cheese bread. We didn't get to go back, so I think you need to. I think you still need to go by and get a cheese bread. So it has been one of those weeks where cheese bread will be very helpful. So. Happy Friday, Bespoke Magic Trip.
Hello, hello.
Oh, her little dog is dressed up as a pumpkin.
Oh, love that.
Would you call that like a pumpkin bark? Woof,
We're
woof.
thinking we're gonna get
A bark. I got it. A bark-a-lantern.
Yes.
we might get one of the new Christmas jerseys for our pony puppy, because they do make them in pony puppy size, and we figure that way we can
Matchy with the puppy.
matchy with the puppy, and maybe do like some photos. If we can convince the boys, they have reached the age where they don't like to be matchy. You know what I'm talking about, teenage
Yeah.
boys.
Well, we're about to
don't
have
like
3
to be
teenagers.
matchy.
I
Yeah.
don't know what we're gonna do then. So, hey, let's go over here. I don't know if everybody has seen the fish and chips
That's true. That's
stuff.
some pretty cute stuff.
Let's pop in here. I want to take a look at it because I saw.
Open for the weekend, the fish and chips.
Yes, the famous fish and chips over at the fish and chip shop, in Yorkshire County. So we could actually get fish and chips tonight if we'd wanted it. Yeah, Bob, three of them. I'm not really sure how this came about. I thought we had put stuff into place to keep that from happening, but they've gotten old on us anyway. BDF, good evening. How are you doing tonight? Jamie wants to know how the crowds look tonight.
Considering that it's a Friday evening.
It is a Friday evening. It's also very pleasant, so it's hard to be negative about anything because it just feels so nice outside.
I think that I would like this one right here. I think that I would. It's coconut and ginger with turmeric.
Turmeric.
I'm fond of turmeric.
They have strawberry cucumber tea. I didn't know that was a thing.
Jen says she's got 1 teen is enough for her.
One tea.
Yes. It's hard for them to gang up on you when there's only one.
I never really been to a shop.
It's a Christmas.
It's a Christmas? It's a Christmas! It's a Christmas! I don't know what a Christmas is.
It's a Christmas apron.
You don't know what Christmas
It's a
is?
Christmas.
And it has a matching.
And
Oh, it's nice and long too. You can fit your whole hand in there. And your arms protected. That's awesome.
oh, speaking of BDF's talking about the gas bill, our air conditioner ran very little today.
Yes.
It was just that kind of a day.
$30 by the way for that.
$30 for the apron. It
And
was.
then 13
It's
for
so low in temperatures.
Yes.
And what I mean by low is around mid 70s.
Which is awesome.
That the air conditioner only had to run ever so slightly. We could have probably opened windows and been perfectly fine. So if you guys didn't watch a live stream from Epcot about 3 weeks ago, when the fish and chips merchandise first came out,
Super cute.
want to go check this out. This is some cool shirts. They have a women's style shirt,
Here, the V-neck. Very cute.
and then
Size shirt. I could wear this too, though. It's like it's got the jersey.
hey Eric, Eric's got to head on out. Hey, have a good one at work, man. And you guys go check out Eric's YouTube channel. He's got some really cool material over there from over on the West Coast, and he got a really good video of the Halloween Horror House over at Universal Studios at the first of the season. Go check that out, and we will see you guys in November, Eric.
Fish and chips. It's got
And say bye to Eric and Miss Stephanie.
Hi, Eric. Bye, Miss Stephanie.
so cute.
Coasters.
They have coasters. They have glasses. Just one style of glasses, two-sided.
So Kirsty Jane says this is the first time watching us. Well, I'm glad you could join us, but listen, she's in Newcastle. Do you know where Newcastle is?
Nope.
It's right beside Old Castle. Yeah, makes sense, right? I know she's in Newcastle in the UK,
Oh, how cool!
and her dad and husband ate, get this, fish and chips for dinner tonight.
Oh well, there you go.
That's so okay. So I need to ask you, you know what you're talking about? What do you think of this merchandise?
They have like these little serving bowls, individual serving
They're all-
bowls,
they're
and
all
they're
like
paper.
Newspaper print.
Yeah, and they have one for chips as well. This is like the fish, like larger one.
Then they have, look at the cool fish and chips glasses.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I would use these for, but they are a cool shape.
You could put hot dogs in them if you didn't have fried
Oh, I think that would be an insult.
Sacrilege.
If they put a hot dog in a fish and chips
No,
container.
I don't think so.
That is, I mean, it's a fun shape. I won't tell you what I first thought of it when I saw it as far as what it would look like, but it is actually pretty cool.
They do also have this one. That is
But look at this one.
chips.
Which one do you
It's
think is
like-
better? That is so cool to put the chips in. Oh my goodness, everybody from the UK is joining on us. Oh, Orlando. How are you guys doing tonight? We're looking at the fish and chip stuff. We're getting some good opinions from those who know what they're talking about when it comes to fish and chips. What do you guys think?
Cute little kids.
I'm gonna pull this back a little bit, get some light on it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the design here?
So cute.
Meet my friends, fish and chips. Kind of put me in the mood for some fish and chips.
And they have
Epcot World Showcase. Don't be a mug, meet me at the pub. That sounds like a little,
always a bureau clock. It's Rose and Crown.
don't be a mug. I'm sure that's sure some sort of a slang
yeah.
going on there. And I mean, the design is all over this kind of stuff. Oh, Orlando says that's quite cool, get it. And they have kid sizes. Then they have like the men's design. And then the women's
With the cool
design.
neck.
I like the color of the women's shirt.
I do too. That's cool.
The guys kind of look kind of drab with just the gray, but the women's is a really cool color on it. Exactly. So, you know, I think the idea of fish and chips is, you know, of course, French fries. Mind your P's and Q's, pull a proper pint. Oh, that's cool. A mug is kind of being a dork. That's good. That's good to know. I'm gonna have to call my boys a mug and see if they even bother to ask me or care, because you know sometimes teens don't care about adult slang in the slightest. Put that back in there with it. Those are heavy, but they have. I like the ones with the for the holding the chips. I like kind of, you know, specialty stuff like that. I mean, that would be really fun to serve with the family. All right, so Kirsty Jane says a mug is like being a dork. A mug. So don't be a mug, meet me in the pub. All right. Oh, Jen's gonna be a Debbie Downer. I don't like. No, sir, she doesn't like it.
I'm sorry, can't touch you anymore.
Fortunately, I won't be able to use that this time. Disney.
Okay, I'll give you that.
It's worked with a couple of different
I like the coasters. Those are pretty cool.
It's a sit-down restaurant place, really.
Yeah, the Disneyland one. Yeah, we're not supposed to have it.
Disney, but it's adorable.
So Bob wants to know, since we've got some experts here on the live stream who would know, are chips traditionally cut thicker? They're like the big, what we would call steak fries, really?
But maybe different sizes.
You know, shoestring fries, you know, sort of like what you get at some of the, what's the place that we know of that has the shoestring? That, the 24 hours place, that, the Steak and Shake. Yes, Steak and Shake. They have their shoestring fries. So, all right, chunky chips. It smells really good in here. Is that what I'm smelling? The soap? How's it going, Megan?
Stinky soap.
Megan, you've missed it all. We've been talking about fish and chips and chunky chips. And we've been embarrassing Liberty a lot, so. This is white jasmine and sandalwood.
Are you going to find it? Yeah.
Smells a lot better than the soap I use.
She said it's going somewhere.
I think, Jen, we all need some chips now. Well, look at this. This is just brilliant. Look at that. Now, they have some corgis over here as well. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but
Give a pat.
pet the corgi.
That skirt is also for sale at $79, and it has pockets, so you know it's.
Now, say earlier, I don't know if this was Tracy or Rob says, but they have in some parts of the UK we have battered chips. I don't. That would sort of like be. What do we have anything that's sort of like battered chips? See, I'm from.
Sometimes you'll get French fries with a coating on them. I don't know if that would be batter, so maybe it's like dusted with like a spice.
Yeah. Hey, I'm from the South. We in the South, we deep fry anything and everything. So the idea of battered chips is really, I think that's a great idea. So.
Are we gonna come out?
Megan says that they're super good because she had some when she lived there. Oh my goodness. Look. It's,
This way?
look who happens to be out here, guys. Look, it's Mary Poppins. Oh, look, there's Mary Poppins over there too. We have two Mary Poppins.
So exciting.
All right, so Love and Disney World, thank you for the super chat. Love and Disney World give us $5 for liquid nitro cake pops.
Oh, yeah.
We walked right past there. You know what? We may have to go back. I forgot about that. We were so excited to get into the UK. We may have to go back and get ourselves a nitro pop. What do you think? Do you need one? Oh, the guys, the adorableness here. Oh my goodness. There's just too much.
This is why characters.
We're seeing double here, guys. This is why meet and greets need to come back. This is exactly why meet and greets need to come back to Disney World. Oh, Michelle, we are doing wonderful tonight. Thanks for joining. We're having fun in the UK Pavilion at the moment. So adorable. Huh? Practically perfect. Adorable. She looks amazing. Oh, pardon me. I wish I had dressed up as Mary Poppins tonight. That would have been great. Hello, Mary. How are you doing this evening?
Yes.
Oh, we're doing wonderful.
Yes.
We actually have some friends of ours who are watching with us online, and we have a few friends from I believe a place. What's the place called? The UK.
Hey.
I'm sure you've heard of it. But it's great to have our UK friends join us, especially when we're in the UK. So it's great for us to see you, but they're so glad to see you out and about. You're looking beautiful as always. Thank you, Mary. Well, you have a wonderful evening. It's good to see you. Thank you.
Have a good evening. Bye, Mary.
Thank you. So, how cool was that? They are slowly but surely putting little bitty glimpses of characters back into the parks. We've seen that with Mary Poppins coming in, and we've seen that with Alice is sometimes out and about here. And we have over and yesterday, or actually on Wednesday, if you guys saw our live stream for Wednesday, not only did we get to see Peter Pan, which was kind of ironic being the fact that we were dressed as pirates on Wednesday.
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen that, that was a fun stream.
That was so fun. You should
Thank
go
you
back
guys
and
for
watch
hanging
it.
out with us on Wednesday. That was fun to dress up at the parks. But then we ran into, I was dressed up as a really bad looking Jack Sparrow.
Yes, and we ran into Jack Sparrow.
How embarrassing that we ran into Jack Sparrow.
He was wearing eyeliner.
No, it's guyliner.
Guyliner.
It's guyliner.
Okay, sure.
Yes,
All
and
the pirates do.
And then Jack was there, and I got so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm dressed up as the guy. That's sort of like, that's the little girl dressed up as Mary. She looked, spot
Adorable,
on.
yes.
Spot on. But I was not doing, my guy liner was not nearly as good as Jack's actual guy liner. So I was almost embarrassed to
true.
walk up to him. So I'm going to walk up, and the thing I was thinking, what do I want to ask Jack? I want to ask him where the rum is. So I walk up, and he's like, we want to ask you something. He goes, as long as it's not about the rum. I'm like, I'm done. But it's cool to see characters coming back in small little bits like that.
True.
They're always distanced. They're always just a little bit far away. But I would rather see them and be able to talk to them. Even if you can't do hugs and autographs and all that, it is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
So if you guys had enjoyed that, do us a favor. If you haven't already and you're having a good time, give us a thumbs up. Smash that like button.
Yes.
We'd appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And it's just so cool to be able to be in the UK and have our friends from the UK come over. And then we run into Mary.
So I don't know if you guys heard that, but some guests that were passing by gave Liberty a happy birthday wish. And we highly recommend that you grab a birthday button when you're either in the park.
It gives the cast members an opportunity to recognize guests who are having birthdays.
And it gives people like me an opportunity to say happy birthday.
Exactly. So Orlando wants to know who put the guyliner on. If you think I had any opportunity or any skill whatsoever to put that on by myself, I appreciate the optimism and your confidence in me. But yeah, that wasn't happening. There is no way. That was like that would have been like somebody putting on contacts for the first time. That would have been a train wreck. I would have been probably not allowed inside the park if I tried to put that kind of stuff on myf, just for scaring the children.
For him, but it was a bit of a challenge to put it on someone else. I haven't had to put makeup on someone else in a really long time.
It's probably like it's like putting a tie on somebody else.
I know. Yes.
That's gonna be a challenge. Makeup? Yeah.
So BDF, at least you can video record the characters. It's just to be able to see them when they're not in a cavalcade. Cavalcades are fun, but they're over quickly. Matter of fact, the ones at the Hollywood Studios on this past Monday, they were like flying by.
Yes.
Usually it takes about a minute for an entire cavalcade to go by. They were gone and past us in like 30 seconds.
And generally speaking,
So-
even when they're going slow, it's at a speed that's fast enough that it's hard to catch a selfie with them. So.
Oh no, there's
we're
really no
very
selfies in
excited-
cavalcades.
We're very excited that they're starting to place characters at least in limited, basis out where in standing still, so that you can do that. So, for example, I just grabbed a photo of Liberty with Mary Poppins. I did a socially distanced selfie, and it worked just fine.
So we're gonna head back over here to the World Showplace.
Yep.
This is not World Showcase, but World Showplace. This is the meeting area, convention center like hall that's in between Canada and the UK. Mainly because Living Disney World said we should go give a cake pop, and reminded me we haven't been back in here in a while. So this one's for Living Disney World. Oh, I can already smell stuff. Oh, the smells. You know, they say never go grocery shopping hungry. It's almost could be said the same thing of EPCOT. Don't come in the EPCOT during a food and wine festival or flower and garden festival or festival of the arts if you're like really hungry. You need to sort of like start off. You got to prime the system a little bit. You can take a little bite before you get in here because it might be a little too much. The very first time Susan and I walked in here, we came in for a advanced screening of food and wine, probably about, I think, 5 or 6 years ago. And it was the third week of June. It was just her and myself. And it was an all-you-can-eat kind of scenario. And they had kitchen little tables set up, showcasing what foods we would expect to see at that food and wine festival later in the year. It was a grand event just to be able to walk around. Now, mind you, it wasn't cheap, but we took it as sort of like a late anniversary trip that year, and just walked around and tried as much as we could. So, Jen, this is actually in between the Canada Pavilion and the UK Pavilion, and it is just an exhibit hall. It's not always open, but they've opened it this year to put in a few of the outdoor kitchens. Oh, yes, you're right, Orlando. I mean, the smell when you opens the door, it's like shoo, and you're like, oh, it hits you in the face. It smells so good. So this is not an area that's open a lot. It's usually only used for special occasions and special events. We've been here for the advanced dining. We've done a couple of DVC parties in here. So we've been in here a few times.
One of the parties, they had hot chocolate.
Yes.
You could get as much hot chocolate as you
Can you
want.
imagine all the free hot chocolate you could drink?
I had like 8.
Yeah, you had a bunch of hot chocolate. So, but that was for a Disney Vacation Club. Back when they used to have, back in December, they would have what they called the Merry Member Mixers, and there were free parties that were open only to DVC Club members, and some of them were just come open opportunity, others where you had to sign up, but they would have like hot chocolate and parties and lots of cool meet and greets. That was the time I got to meet Stitch dressed up as Santa Claus with Lilo in her Christmas dress. That was probably my favorite meet and greet for that one Merry Member Mixer we had that one year. So we're in the dessert and champagne line at the moment. What are we getting? Okay.
There are
3 kinds of cake pops.
Just chocolate. One that has whipped and one that has M&M's. I vote M&M's.
Well, Lovin' Disney World, they recommended the M&M one. So they come highly recommended from them. So you're gonna get an M&M cake pop?
I'll try it since you recommended it.
Okay. You hear that, Lovin' Disney World? She's gonna try it since you recommended it.
Yeah, they Halloween cake pop too.
A Halloween cake pop?
Got a Halloween cake.
So they have a special Halloween cake pop with sprinkles on it.
Can I have the M&M's cake pop? Anything else?
Nope, that's it. $4.
Can we do a quick scan?
Thank you.
Here, you gotta hold up.
She has decided she's going to do the M&M one because that was the recommendation. But that's cool that they're doing a special one just for Halloween.
Yeah, did you guys hear
take a step up.
For this weekend, I would imagine.
Probably only today and tomorrow. Maybe we can.
M&Ms are kind of my favorite candy.
Well, that's perfect then.
There's something so satisfying about just crunching on them.
Crunching them after they've been frozen and cryo.
But like,
Nitro.
M&M in your mouth and just bite down it is the most satisfying thing ever.
No, don't bite them too quickly. Remember, they've been dipped in nitrous oxide.
I don't know.
You're right behind them.
So we'll get a view up here of them actually making and dipping these things, so you guys get a good look at them. Just like hot chocolate. Where does hot chocolate come from? Whatever you do, don't let it cool.
I know, it's from the Polar Express.
The Polar Express. Yes, they're dipping. It's approved. EPCOT approved the dipping. Megan's like, oh no, not the dipping. Who's got the receipt?
I'll take it now.
So they're taking these cake pops. They're freezing them up, and then they're putting all kinds of cool toppings on them. Oh no! We're here just to see Katie. Katie's who we're here for. Cake pops are just a bonus. How are you doing today, Katie?
How are you?
Oh, we're doing wonderful.
We're here.
Yeah, I mean, we're here. We couldn't be better.
All right, bet.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Have a great one.
You too.
All right, let's take a look at this thing. Look at that.
I can feel it.
Yes. And just- So we actually, the boys and I actually had a cake pop a while back, and Liberty was not with us that day. She decided to stay home with the pony puppy. And because of that, she missed out on the cake pop, so. All right. So this is a pretty large cake pop. I actually like these because of the fact that it's $4, and they're actually bigger than some of the other cake pops you get in the bakeries around Disney World.
Or like 9 or 7.
Well, they're even the ones that are like $4 are usually like a small little ball of, cake, like a little tiny little thing. This is like a huge big old one. Yeah, you're gonna want it because you don't want to lose that M&M.
Take a big bite.
So they are a really good value. As a treat here. And how is it cold? It's cold and it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yes, cake pops.
Is it chewy?
Michelle says happy birthday, Liberty. She's having her early birthday cake.
It's a.
I've got my mask still on.
Very merry birthday to you.
Very merry unbirthday to Michelle too.
Daddy,
You're gonna get her a cake pop? You're gonna get her a cake pop? Michelle says,
have a bite of mine.
yeah. Oh, you're good. Go ahead. Go for it.
Eat it.
Orlando says $4 for that. That's a bargain all day long. It really is. It's a really good treat. And being the fact that they've just been dipped, so you can see the steam that came off of it as it was hitting
They
the
actually
warm
have
air.
To let it sit for just a minute so it's not too cold. So you might see them sitting there and think, oh, they made those and they've been sitting a while. No,
Well,
they require them to sit.
The last one I had was almost too cold. I couldn't bite into it.
Chris got one when we were here with the boys and they got theirs, and he complained that it hurt his mouth initially, so that's why they can let it sit.
Love and Disney World says don't pair it with the Guinness milkshake. Oh, see now that is an excellent idea. The Guinness milkshake is actually.
I am taking up your dare, mister.
So you can't take up the day. We're not gonna let you have a Guinness milkshake.
Sorry.
Okay, you gotta drink a bunch
Got
of
a
water.
few more years for that.
You
Few
gotta
more
drink
years.
water then. Dad can take up your dare.
8 more years.
Oh, Orlando says happy birthday, Liberty. Best wishes from the UK. But yeah, that's you know what? I actually I don't know if you didn't like the Guinness milkshake. I'm not someone who has a lot of Guinness, but
No, he's not a beer.
I liked the Guinness milkshake. It's a little on the bitter side, but I have I have a glass, the little glass you get to keep, the little plastic cup that it comes in. It says Ireland on the side. The first one I got, I kept. Do not put them in the dishwasher.
No,
They will shrinky dink on you.
they will. It's true.
And I was so disappointed because this
Megan's has no dipping.
is dip it all day long.
Because
I want to get all 3 of the cake pops and just dip them all in the Guinness
Orlando
milkshake.
says dip it in the Guinness.
Yeah, see, they know what they're talking about. They
Megan
got
says
it.
No.
But I was so disappointed because this was back in the day when we were living in Atlanta. You know, it was 8 hours away, so it's not like I can just go and get another one. So I had a little shrinky dink, and it made a little flat, little translucent hockey puck. I was so upset.
This is
So-
the advice you should take for all cups like that, including, say, if you get a milkshake at Beaches and Cream. Or
Yes, don't if you
at
any of those
Chocolate
plastic cups.
Emporium, at Universal, they will shrink. Like we had a mug, it didn't flatten, but it did like shrink down. Unfortunately, not evenly, because even if it had
Yeah.
been even, it would have been cool that it shrunk down to a smaller size. But the whole mug just kind of,
It
Kinda
looked like it had a really
distorted
bad day.
yeah, it wasn't
So
ready.
I recommend, unless it says
Stand up.
dishwasher approved, just don't hand
Assume
wash.
it's not.
Assume that you
I
hand
think
wash
you can start eating
anything.
from the other side, but you're about to
So-
lose it off the stick.
So let me show you the inside of the cake pop. Now that she's actually eaten it a while, you can
It
see it's
almost
starting
has
to
a-
warm up.
It almost has a brownie kind of texture to it. And a real cake pop is crumbled cake with frosting kind of mixed together, just enough frosting to kind of glue it all up. So if you ever see those, oh no, it fell.
Oh no, it fell off the stick.
If you ever see one of those little pans that it says it's a cake pop pan, run away from it. It's like you're supposed to bake it in the pan.
No, that's not a cake pop.
No. A real cake pop is cooked cake crumbled and mixed with frosting. That's what makes them super moist. So as you can see, it's got a really soft, she says it's a chewy texture.
So Kirsty Jane, I missed your coming earlier. May I be inquisitive and ask about you and your family? Go right ahead.
Yes.
Feel free. Just don't ask about the oldest that we make live underneath the stairs. We don't talk about him.
Wait, we went to Hogwarts?
So
He actually prefers not to be on camera. So people often are surprised to hear that we have 3 children.
we have 3 children.
Every once in a while, he'll let himself be, video recorded or photos taken, but it doesn't happen very often. If I want a personal photo, I have to actually say, this is for Mom's personal collection. I just want a photo of you.
If we get a family photo, it's probably because Susan asked and said it's for personal, and I try not to post pictures. Maybe one of these days he will not be concerned. I think he's afraid that someone's going to see how awesome he looks and having fun in Disney, and But for now,
It can be stressful to know what you have to be when someone taking a picture. I have to smile, I have to look nice, and it can get kind of overwhelming.
That's
and these days of social media.
Take it from someone who just is taking them all the time, buying them for dinner.
All the time.
Yes, we do frequently take photos.
So Sherry, the cake pop is really good, and you can get different toppings on it. They actually do dip it, and then they put the toppings on it as you order them. So you can get the Twix, you can get the M&Ms, which is what she got today.
And then this weekend only, they have
Halloween sprinkles.
Halloween You can just get it with chocolate chip with nothing added. So if that's more
If you don't like the toppings, if you don't want to go too crazy with it.
Are you full?
No, but I don't want to take all of it.
You can eat it.
All right, so somebody asked whether or not this cake pop was part of your budget. And
I don't think so
I'm
because
gonna
we did get a separate super
this
chat
one's
for
solely
Xbox.
this is solely from Loving This World.
Yeah.
Think awesome super chat. So no, this is not part of her budget that she got earlier
Still
from
has
Eric and
$40.
Stephanie.
Awesome, loving this world.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Loving
and
This
she
World.
even got the M&M flavor like
Is it thawing
was
out now?
suggested.
It's just cold. It's not frozen.
Loving This World says glad that she enjoyed it. So
It says it's messy.
What about Connor? Does Connor had one of the cake pops yet, I wonder? Is this from personal experience? Or did Connor dip anything in the Guinness milkshake? So Michelle Nichols wants to know, when is the last day for food and wine? The Taste of Epcot Food and Wine.
They have been really vague on that. And
They-
have not given a date. They did give a date.
Yes, I believe it's the 19th. This is off the top of my head. I'll have to confirm it. But they did give an official end date, because it's going to end a few days before they do the Festival of the Holidays. But I'll have to go back and check. But that's the date that pops into my head without having to look something up from my notes. But I think it's the 19th of November. So we've only got
Longer than they normally go.
about, and see, November 18th is Mickey's birthday. So, you know, it's at least time enough for Mickey to have another bite before, you know, his birthday celebration. If you guys are interested in which day Mickey's birthday is. Jen wants to know if was there any frosting inside of that? I don't think so. It's
There might
not.
have been some frosting mixed with the cake.
Yeah, a little bit, but there's no frosting inside.
You done? You need any more? You good? Throw this away?
Oh no! BDF just provided a little bit of information. Aunt Becky from Full House has gone to prison. Oh no, poor Aunt Becky. Yeah, well, the price of a good education has gotten really high.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
too soon.
Too soon. Oh. Oh.
You want to go stop by our...
You want to go say hello to the Burton? They're supposed to be doing something special tomorrow. Could you see them selling the cake pops after the festival? Oh, I wish. I wish. They do have cake pops around, but not like that and the way that they're made that way. I wish. It does require them to have an active, open sort of a kitchen for them to prepare that. Not like other bakery items, which are only, you know, prepared in advance and sometimes off-site. So, yeah, they're just not the same though. Those are really, really good. So, awesome recommendation, my love in Disney World. We would have just walked right on by, so appreciate that. And you know, as soon as they start getting holiday treats out, guys, we're going to be back into the resorts and back into the parks to share them with you guys. If you've not and you haven't followed us on Instagram or Facebook, feel free to do so. We post a lot of stuff that's not on live streams as far as things that are coming up and news. We'd love to have you join us over there.
They're like
Say hello.
hiding. They put you away in the back this year, so...
So just to let you guys know, what did we have for dinner last night? Do you remember? We had a very unique thing for dinner last night. Pancakes and lots of bacon.
Yes, yes.
And the kids had syrup on theirs. Yeah, Dad walked into the pantry and slipped a special bottle out.
Mommy did too.
And
recommend if you're going to use any of these to pour some into the batter next time.
Ooh.
oh, see, that is a really good idea.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, we did. After all the kids got their syrup on there, I walked into the pantry and slipped our special bottle out of the
apple brandy.
is it-
Jack brandy.
the apple jack. And it really is really good. So guys, this is just kind of give you. This is the bottle that we slipped out of the pantry last night. So the
it
Applejack
is
Brandy Barrel,
delicious.
and these are actually made and put into to sit. And I think what's the term that Tim uses to the heat the press fire infused? Yeah. So they actually set them into these barrels in which they have created these other types of alcohol, so that it gets a little bit of that flavor, and without the alcohol. So, but no, it was really cool. Now I saw on the Burton Instagram, was it yesterday or today, that are they doing something special for Halloween?
Yes, there'll be something special coming. Keep an eye on our Instagram and Facebook pages, and it'll be up there tomorrow morning.
That's cool. And if you guys are interested in checking them out, let me see if I've got this. Is the Instagram logo on here somewhere? Let's see. Burton's Maplewood Farms. You guys can check them out yourself. And you can also go to burtonsmaplewoodfarm.com.
Yes.
And
So if
they,
you're not able to make it here before the thing And they have even more magical options there, like all kinds of cool flavors. So.
I always wonder to see what kind of barrels he's going to get next. So, you know, we can come over here and tell you, not only have we tasted, sampled them, but we actually have bought them and used them on our own pancakes at home. I actually felt bad using them on pancakes because it's so good. It's almost feel like I need to use it for something else. Are you hearing this?
Yeah.
Candied bacon.
Yeah, if you follow us on our Instagram, we're always posting different recipes by different high-end chefs and mixologists. So lots of great ideas on there. Very cool. You know, you make something and you share that film with us and the recipe with us. We will also post.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I saw the winner of the contest. That was really good. It was like an Indiana Jones. And he was like going after the bottle instead of the idol. It was the bottle. So, in Orlando, it might be a little too expensive to just chug it. I don't think that's what they mean for you to do.
Last year, we bought a bottle of the Kentucky bourbon maple syrup.
Yes.
He opened it right in front of me.
And just,
Right as he walked away.
Oh my goodness.
wow.
Maybe diabetes is not a thing for him.
Yeah, no.
Half an hour later, he's swimming across the channel in the middle. High on maple syrup and loving every bit.
Yeah, he's trying to catch the friendship period differently.
Right?
That's crazy. So awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. And like I said, you guys can check them out. They're over at burtonsmaplewoodfarm.com. And it really is kind of cool to check and follow them on Instagram. And they get, it's really cool. We got to talk with Tim a couple of months ago. And they, you know, a small family-owned farm in Indiana. And it's just, this is Tim right here. And they just kind of stumbled across this process. Actually, what happened was he had borrowed some barrels from a brewery kind of situation, a distillery. They put it, they left some syrup in it by the fireplace for about 6 months by accident. And when they pulled it out, it tasted just like what had been in the barrel before. So it's just, you know, the cool things happen by accident. So awesome. You guys have a great night. And we'll have to look to see what the surprise is tomorrow. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you.
They were saying it's not confirmed yet, but they think the last weekend of the festival, Tim's actually going to come down and be here in person.
That would be cool to actually see and say hello to Tim. Tim is normally here during Food and Wine and kind of say hello to guests as they come up. But of course, this has not been the year for travel.
Not a normal year.
That has really helped out as far as where he's at in Indiana.
Exactly.
So, but that would be cool if he could, if he makes it over here, we'll have to come over and say hello. So, it's funny. The guy bought the Kentucky bourbon one and just chugged it.
It is that good though.
Now, I will say, as far as flavors go, I normally would like the flavor of a Kentucky bourbon, just the flavor of it, nothing about the alcohol or anything, but the flavor itself was something I would normally go with. The Applejack brandy was so good that we ended up getting that instead of the Kentucky bourbon flavored, which is unheard of.
I'll do like really things that probably I should not, like mix it with cottage cheese or whip it up in cream cheese and put it on a bagel.
The candied bacon thing. I want to do that candied bacon now.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That sounds delicious. And of course, Bob says he's chugged it before. I could see Bob being the guy that she was talking about. He just bought the bottle and just chugged it. Talk about a sugar buzz. Wow. So good.
She didn't get a sample.
Oh no. We could have asked.
I know. You just need to pull down your mask and be like, can I try some? And they totally wouldn't give me some. They have it.
Yes, they have little bitty samples you can get. If you guys do come, that's exactly what they're there for, is they give you a little taste of each of them. They'll be glad to do that. They even have, you can't sample it, but they also have a special box set that was made specifically for Disneyland.
And they weren't able to make use of it
But
because
it isn't, and it's still closed. They couldn't do the event, so they brought it here to this event, but it was supposed to be an exclusive bottle just for Disneyland. Ooh, that's a good idea. Jensen's just put it on vanilla ice cream. Oh, we got a whole thing of vanilla ice cream. Well, so we have something we're gonna be posting after the live stream tonight, guys. We made a little concoction with something else. We were gifted a bit of a really cool product, and we'll be sharing a post after we get back later tonight of something we made, and we made it with ice cream. A little vanilla ice cream, but believe me, when it was done, it tasted everything but vanilla. But we'll share that later on tonight. Hey, Liberty. Taylor would like to say happy early birthday to you as well. She says it's a little early, but since we won't be live streaming again until Monday, and your birthday is on Sunday, she says happy birthday. So Taylor had a big birthday this past summer. That was cool. That I got a heads up that her birthday was coming up, and I was able to say hello on her birthday. So that was really cool. You know what? It is. It's not cold, but Colin, it's just a little. It is cooler. It has just the edge of being a chill. Just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not the remnants, but like the tinge of being a chill. And I love it. Oh, Colin's making chili tonight. I misread that through my fog glasses. He's making chili tonight. Spicy and not spicy. Oh. If it gets a few degrees chillier here tonight, I wouldn't mind a good bowl of chili. Monday when it gets really cold?
Yeah, our forecasted high for Monday is only 72 degrees.
Wow, a high of 72. How amazing is that? Orlando says they'll swap weather with us. Thank you for the offer, but we're gonna pass. We wouldn't want to deprive you of that opportunity to enjoy that UK weather. Here it's just so fickle. You really wouldn't want this.
It attracts too many lizards.
Yes, it attracts a lot of lizards. I have to say, we are coming up on our 2-year anniversary of moving to Orlando, just so we can do stuff like this with you guys, and not looking back at all, loving it. Look at that cool sunset with the gondolas in the background. So just recently, the new attraction sign went up over Remy's Adventure. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure sign has gone up, and you can see it from the gondola. So if you guys are here in Walt Disney World, or when you come back, make sure to give a look at the back of the France Pavilion. You can see the sign there. Megan says they had frost at night already.
Oh, wow.
No. That would be, we're okay without that. Yeah, that sky is, I love Florida sunsets. They're just, they're so cool. I know that they're cool everywhere else too, but I do love a good Florida sunset.
I have experienced snow twice in my life. Fun fact.
Yes, we've had snow up in Atlanta when we lived in the Atlanta suburbs.
Once when I was 4 and once when I was...
We've had sledding at our old house.
I remember the neighbors brought out these giant sleds, and all the people who use them, they go all the way out into the road.
It's funny. We only had snow up in Atlanta like once every maybe 4 to 7 years. So it was never a reason to own a sled for maybe one day's time. So the last time we had snow and ice at our house with the kids, I basically volunteered a laundry basket, and that's what the kids got into, and it worked. So we had a pretty good incline on the driveway, just enough to really get some good sledding going on. And so we put the kids in the laundry basket and push them on down, and it's good because, you know, unlike some sleds, it has sides, has some sides to it, and keeps people from falling out and down driveways and stuff like that. So what do you guys use? If you've not used sleds before, have you ever made an impromptu thing for sledding or for skiing or something like that? I can tell you another story. Back in college, also in Georgia, north of the Atlanta area, really close to Chattanooga, we actually had a snow and ice there, and it was so heavy that we got trapped on campus, and we all decided to go sledding for those of us who got caught there. And so I didn't have a sled, and the cafeteria actually took all the cafeteria trays and hid them and locked them away because the students were stealing the trays because they were using them on the sled. And then of course they were ruined after that. They never come back. So the cafeteria would always put the trays away. So I went down to the big hill that everyone was sliding down on whatever they had, some using laundry baskets and the like. I didn't have anything except I was wearing a pair of very slippery, like not sweatpants, but basically, yes, like athletic wear pants. They were very slippery. And someone says, you should just slide on those. And I thought, well, that's a funny thing to say. But I did it, and it was perfect. So here I am just on my derriere, sliding down this steep hill, which great fun for about 15 minutes. No, I found a rock. As I was sliding down one time, there was a rock in the driveway we were sliding down, and it caught the edge of my pants and ripped them all the way up.
They do still have the back.
So it was